ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Second down. Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 42-yard line, here's second and a yard. A run once more, that's Harvey, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Got it into the hands of Mims. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
30-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Brings up second and 4.
From the 41, here's second and 4. He'll drop to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
To the air now on first and 10. Caught by Nakua on the out route. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice, but just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 5. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Let's go.
On first down, it is Williams. Space to run inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Broncos. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5. It sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down.
19-yard line.
Captain. Oh, I said.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season. Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. throw here to begin the drive. Quickly to the outside and complete. We are through one. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. They have it. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Okay, ready? Go!
They run over center with Williams. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the right zone. That is a big play for LA. 36 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Let's go now.
On the carry, it's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. The next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, LA. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
35-yard line.
Cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Hold on, set.
Throwing. Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards on the
The
pickup.
drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hold on, set.
On second down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hold on, set.
Drop play here for Harvey. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
2nd and 7.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay. Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Back to throw is Nix. Early right, it's taken in. A big pass continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this draft gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Captain. Ready. Ready. Olay, olay, olay.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he'll get about 5.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Hold on, set.
To throw is Nix. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend the return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. Now, faking the give. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's out wide to Williams. And And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The throw here is complete.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Second and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Rams. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Ready. Bombers.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is caught. And he's into the end zone yet again. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. His big game continues. His third touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Seibert out now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos are going to open up the lead to 8. 7 seconds, all that remains till halftime. And the kick is away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Rams 27.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
38 now. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Heavy throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Harvey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harvey. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Cyber's extra point is true. And the Broncos are going to open up the lead to 8.
27. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
He's got a man. That's Myers. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
They'll break the huddle. coming up now for 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
That's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the
to the goal line and in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Captain. One more set.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Broncos.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Going right, it's taken in. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. He's He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
First down.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. They'll go with Williams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him.
You have to wonder if we look back at the end of this game, Mike, and say, was this a prime opportunity for this offense that they blew after that 3rd down sack? Opportunity to...
And this is blocked. They got it.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm. From the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Mix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd down. Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Hold on a second.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. Down the right sideline. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. A big one here in the 4th quarter. Pickup of 46 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hold on a second.
On 1st and goal, Harvey. And he barrels his way into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Seibert's extra point is truth. Broncos will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. After the touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Upper very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 40 on the season for him. Now they'll set up to throw. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. They come up for 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. That one taken in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Big spot for the Rams as they'll try to add a 2-point conversion now.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he gets into the end zone, so a huge part of the comeback right there. They get the 2-point conversion. It's now a 1-score game here in the 4th. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. A 1-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, And they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Bombers. Oh, my second.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That one's incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Oh, chill.
Working out of the gun, it's Nick. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 40. Still going. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6th right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no. Offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back.
Oh, my goodness. They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Paxman.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. Here's Harvey. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down. Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. On second down, it's Nix. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. To throw is Nix. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Third and a long way to go. Back to throw is Nix. He'll look underneath for Harvey. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.
Stay with me. You ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, and the ego to my